Hello everybody, this is Dee and welcome to my channel, Dee versus Retirement. Thank you so much for being here today. Okay, I don't know which one I like more, Mini Monday or Tiny Tuesday. It's a toss-up. I am absolutely loving doing this book. I think it's because I've wanted to do it so long, but I didn't want to do a 100 envelope challenge in cash, and I didn't want to fold my prop money. But for those of you who this is your first video, I was inspired by this collab with all these Disney collaborators. I'm not going to go through each one. I'll tell you when I do their challenge. And this inspired me to use these to do a 100 envelope challenge in a completely different way. And then, since I'm not, a huge Disney person, I chose the ones that I love all the characters the most. And then I created some of my own. And these are on my Ko-Fi shop for you if you would like them. Let's get going. On these Disney ones, I'm multiplying them about 3 times, depending what I'm really trying to do. For instance, like this one, it has 8. So if I multiply it 3 times, that's $24. That would be a 20 and 2 2s. I'm good with that. But I'm trying to conserve as much prop money as I can so that I can make the one set of this really flimsy prop money that I got. I want to try to make it last as long as I possibly can. That one's not too flimsy. I'm going to put it in my other prop money. Anyhow, I do $100 a week. I have 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 60, 5, 75, 80, 2, 4, 6, 8, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 100. I have money back here for consolidating, or you notice some of these have stickers. I stickered a bunch of this and I can't really waste it, but I don't want to fold it and have that sticker showing. So this is just to exchange. It's not in the total, just to exchange if I need it. Rolling a 12-sided die, and then that tells me which page I'm going to, and then this is going to tell me which challenge. And so I'm going to page number 6, challenge number 4. So I have, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Page number 6, challenge 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is done. There, this is going to be a done page here. Ooh, you'll get to see what I'm going to do here when I'm done. So, this adorable one, I wanted to try something. Hold on. I have these cool dot markers, which I thought would be a fun way to mark some of these off and still have it look nice. Okay, so this is 369. So if I tripled that, it'd be 27. Let's just go ahead and double this for 18. Okay, so we're going to do a 10, a 5, a 2, and a 1. And this is what I was talking about. I don't want that 10 folded, so I'm going to come over here and exchange it for that one. Sorry about that. So 10, 15, 17, and $18. Just waiting for these to dry here quickly. And I am putting the money in the front. These quarter ones are a little bit tighter. I'm putting the money in the back and the challenge in the front. And so for this one now, I'm going to be able to go in. Let me leave this right here for a minute to mark my spot. And I have some pages back here that were extras that I wasn't going to get to. So let me grab one of those, and I'm going to put it up there in its place. These are the extra pages, okay? Because I had more than, this is the 20-sided dice, and I had like 25 pages. Ooh, that one came off. Okay, so we're going to pop this page in here. And this will be our new page number 6. And now that this is dry, I'm going to put this in the front. And as I flip through, I won't always be changing these to the back. I only have 2 extra pages, as you saw. So now it's pretty completed savings challenge in the front. And look at the cash in the back. I put this cash in backwards. Oh no. And this fits in there tighter too. Ugh, ugh. There we go. Put them all with the heads facing the same way. I just think this looks so cool, right? I really love this. And because this is prop money, I've even trimmed a couple of these. So now I'll go ahead and throw this in the back with the completed. As I said, I won't be doing this as they get done. I'll just leave them in place. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That was this, and then that one is the of the pages that are done, I think. But we'll just take this out for now. Okay, sorry about that. So challenge number 11, so page 10 and then 11. Oops, I didn't roll this one. And number 2. And these I am doing in multiples so that I can try my best to use like completed monies. Let's do the hearts on this, and we're going to do 5 each for $20. Trying to color the sprinkle, or trying to match the sprinkle colors. All right. And on these, mine, I did them knowing they were going to be a little bit larger. And so some of them, let's see, like this one, I haven't gotten done yet. And, ooh, let's do yellow on the outside of that heart. This is the year of the coloring for me. And so I am coloring everything and just having fun with it, right? I specifically, when I designed these, I use these little envelopes because I like coloring them. And if you don't like coloring, you can just do the heart. Not all of the challenges have the heart in it, just some of them. I wanted to mix it up a little bit so everything didn't look the same. Plus the ability to be able to size them down was different. Adorable. And so then I'm going to mark on here that this is going to be $20. I'm going to put a 20 in here. Yay. So you see, this one's not done yet. It only has one of the ones filled out. This one is going to be done. The day that I did that, I just didn't have the extra money, so. And I love how when I get done, the challenge, or the cash covers up the bleed through. Y'all, look at this messy money. This is messy and on the wrong side. Goes over here. I love it. You know, takes very little to make us budgeters happy. 1, 2, and page 3, we have a Disney collab. And challenge number 1, and this one's from Budgeting with Lysandra. And it is 3 of these, I'll use this blue. It's 3 of these lanterns. So, or 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go ahead and do these times 2, and we're going to make this $18. No, $12. $12. Again, I got to take this stickered 10 and grab this one because I'm going to be folding it. I'm going to give this a chance to dry real quick. And this is the first one on this page. Do you start with the money the right way? I don't want to ruin these envelopes because I can already tell I'm going to do this again. Once this money's folded, when I take it out, it'll still have creases in it, but that's okay. I can use it again. And I put the challenge in the wrong spot. Over here, over here. This one is finished. All right. So page number 11, so 10 and page 11, and challenge number 3, 1, 2, 3. And these are going to be 5. Do I have 30, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? I do. Let's take this back here. We can use one of the 10s, and let's grab the 20. We can use the 10 because I'm going to fold it in here. Okay. And, ooh, I can color. Oh, look, all these different colors I can color on here. I know. You guys are D. Would you just stop with the coloring thing already? Okay. So how many? So I have the light pink, the orange, the blue, the yellow, and the green. Okay, so I think we'll just do one green and yellow. And we have this kind of orangey color. Well, not quite the same color, but it works. then we have, I know this light pink works. And this kind of bluish color. Not sure if this is the right one. Close enough. And then let's do the last one in yellow as well. $30. Fun, fun, fun. Kind of doing these to balance. You know, some of them will be a bunch of money and some of them will be just 10 or 15. You know, about five a week is what I'm doing. I could do this with another video, but it's easy to do a short video. Right now it's been a little bit longer as I've been explaining everything to you. Okay. Don't have a ton left, so page 17, page 15, 16, and 17, and challenge number 2. So I'm definitely going to do these at 5 a piece, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, but I have 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I only have 20. I'm going to put that aside. Do I have a 20 over here? Yep, I have a 20 left. Okay, so we're only going to be able to get, sorry folks, it's the same one again. Only going to be able to get 4 of these done. So 5. 10. 15. And 20. And on this one, I'm just going to write a little note to do 5 each, but I'm not done with it yet, so I don't want to write the total in there. All right, see, told you this can go pretty quickly when I'm doing $20 or $30 at a time. All righty, woohoo! This is so much fun. Love this for me. All right, since this video is shorter, let me show you something else. I have noticed, so, you know, one of the things with living alone is that sometimes things frustrate me, and you know how it's nice to talk things through with the people that frustrate you? Well, I just don't have anybody to do that with. And so I decided to start this journal. I haven't done the cover page. I've been trying to learn and work with waterfall tabs and that kind of thing. And I'm just having a really good time. This is just some spreads. And I will decorate these in the beautiful manner in which I am accustomed. And then I'm going to write down, I'm going to call it my BI you know what book. And just a place to write down the stuff that's getting under my skin. I have done this kind of budgeting in the past to deal with like personal issues. Not budgeting, y'all, journaling. I have done this kind of journaling in the past, you know, when you're struggling through something. But in those situations, I get those feelings out and then I burn it. I release it, right? But this is not about that. This is actually just about things, you know, the daily zeitgeist, whether it be like political or generational or, you know, my HOA makes me mad or whatever, just things that make me mad, so that when I am with people and coming to conversations, I don't feel like I'm needing to get this negative stuff off my chest because I've put it in this journal, because I'm actually a really positive person and I tend to choose gratitude on a regular basis. But I don't think it's good for me to be holding in the things that are irking me, so to speak, right? To be positive and to find gratitude doesn't mean you have to push out or never feel negative about something. You're going to feel negative about something, right? Like I am right now irked because I was recording and had to stop and go deal with pushy salesman at my door. I said no thank you once and they just kept at me and kept at me and kept at me, right? That irks me. So this journal is going to be a place that I'm going to put things like that. In addition to being a way to get rid of those like little frustrations, it will also serve as a little bit of a diary, as you will, with the current events and things that are going on as I, complain about those. Anyhow, I just thought, I am not sure what a psychologist would say about this. I know that the gratitude journaling is very, very helpful, but I know when I'm going through and I'm struggling with something personal, that having a journal that I get rid of all those really bad feelings, I know that it relieves me when I let go of them and I get those out. It's like talking it over with someone, but I don't have anybody to talk these things over with on a regular basis. So I'm going to start writing this stuff down. I think it'll be fun, make really pretty stuff, really pretty pages, and then write down how much the salesman irked me off, right? Anyhow, just thought I'd share with you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until the next one, bye.